The terrorists who have operated in this country. Yesterday, the release of the main one was announced. They convicted him and now they pardon him. It is not that there is a lack of evidence. No, he is already sentenced to 45 years. You are defeated, President Trump. Your puppet candidates were not up to the task. And because he is defeated, he had to break electoral silence and hold 2 campaign events against the candidate of the resistance, the one the Honduran people stand with. And that is why, 2 days before the elections, a pardon to bring organized crime back, to bring the biggest criminal organization Honduras has ever had, not only in corruption but in drug trafficking. They did not care that the justice system of the United States, that Judge Castell convicted Juan Orlando Hernandez, that the evidence they presented, that the statements of each drug trafficker who confessed in the New York courts revealed the dozens of compatriots they murdered as a result of their drug activity. None of that mattered to them. They are bringing back the narco. They are bringing back the boss because their 2 puppets did not take hold. They are defeated and they know it. What happened yesterday is a new crime. And we are going to judge that new crime tomorrow at the polls. Our countries have always been besieged. Honduras has not been the exception. We defend universal principles of the self-determination of peoples, of independence, of respect for sovereignty, the democratic order, the power of the people. But we have always been besieged by interfering behaviors and actions. The bipartisan system and Juan Orlando Hernandez handed this country over to 25 economic groups and 10 families, and to the United States. The resistance's struggle has been intense. 16 years since the coup, and 12 years and 7 months of peaceful and democratic battles in the streets. And once again, what the oligarchy, the 25 economic groups, and the 10 families have done is run to Washington to have their main kingpin pardoned and bring him back in the middle of the electoral process. This people will defeat them again.
And even though the President of the United States has the right to do it, the pardon of Juan Orlando Hernandez, because he is the president of his country, he is not the president of Honduras, right? Therefore Honduras, as a free, sovereign, independent country, can also prosecute him, because here in Honduras he committed crimes. That is why we believe that he cannot be released in our country, because he was a person who harmed our youth and also the youth of the United States.
We Honduran mothers are afraid that Juan Orlando Hernandez may return, because if Juan Orlando returns, here is the Honduran justice system. Here is Honduran justice waiting for them so that justice is carried out here in Honduras. And in the future, that people are prosecuted here in Honduras and do not have to be sent to the United States because in the United States they do nothing. In the United States they are in favor of delinquency. The United States is in favor of drug trafficking, and what Donald Trump is doing makes him look like the main drug boss in the United States and worldwide.